Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday. Almost weekend. Woohoo! Let's see here. Okay, I got you up on my other one. Hi. Hello. Guys, 2 lives in 1 week. Because there's so much that's being added to Sweetie Nail Supply. We had to show you these. They're so cool. It is the new Nailbayo Moon Gels. They're awesome, aren't they? So they're all available individually or in the set up on Sweetie Nail Supply right now. And guys, this is going to be quick. These gels do all the work for you. Probably a million ways that you can use them. But we are going to show you these 6 different colors and a few things that you could do. Hi. Hi from Texas. I'm in Florida. You guys know when you get these gels, like how cute is their packaging? It is adorable. And this is a HEMA-free brand at Sweetie Nail Supply. There are quite a few of those. But there are 6 different colors. And they are so cute. Hi, Tammy. So 01 is going to be the white. Okay, so this is going to be the lightest one. It's a little bit ivory, but it is definitely the brightest of the group. So these gels, when you lay them, are going to do their thing. And I'll show you really quick because there's only 6. Why not? I did a little bit of a darker background so you can really see what happens with these when you put them on. But they kind of separate and give you like that moon, like crater type effect. Like instantly. Okay, so yay, right? Okay, so that's white. That's number 1. All right, it's the white bottle at least. Number 2 is going to be a little bit more ivory in color, and they're all this pearl finish, right? So the pearl's working for you, the formula, so that it creates this instant effect is working for you. All right, and it's pretty instantaneous, okay? You don't need to do anything to it. You can cure it and call it a day, to be honest with you. They're so cool. All right, here, let's cure these 2 and go through the other 4. And then we'll do a few, we'll do some nail art with them, right? And then here is number 3. This is the lightest pink in the bunch. Look at the pink, right? Oh, so pretty. They are just so much fun. And like I said, you can use them in lots of different ways. You could fully cover the nail. You could do an area. The reel I put up this morning, by the way, I'm Lauren, Inspo by Nails. I used it kind of in a marbly way. You know me, marbles. Or a stone texture. But look at what it does, so quickly. So cute. Here, we'll keep these out. And let's go through the last 3. So these are 2 more pinks. Number 4 is going to be like a more mauve-y pink. All right. I love that they have this pearl finish already. It just adds dimension to it. And it gives you instant texture, instant interest on the nail. It really does. You can keep pulling, you can keep dragging, or you can just let the gel do its thing. It's designed to create that interest. I did tap, tap, tap on the one that I put up today. And I will show you that nail because it is so simple. It's ridiculous. This is number 5. So this is more of that Nailbayo, it's if you have their cat eyes, it reminds me of one of those. It's like a champagne pink. I mean, look at it on the brush. Very, very cool. Whatever's going on here, I like it. Don't you guys? I know I'd heard from a few of my followers that they'd already purchased these. You're going to love them. Look at that. And then the last one is going to be the one that I put back in the packaging because it's so precious, is number 6. And this is like a taupe. Okay. And I was just looking at these right before we started, and I was like, oh, I wonder if we put a sheer over top of the white, what it would look like. Maybe we'll try that too. Just so many options that you can use these for. Or let me show you the bottle. It's like a mushroom taupe. Like, look at that pearlescent shine, though. So it's got a couple things going for it, right? It's so pretty. When they put up teasers for these, I was like, oh, fun. That's what you immediately look at it and think, oh my gosh, that's so fun. And let it do its little separation. It's not going to take it like huge gaping holes. It really is more like a moon crater type divots in there. And because they're pearl, that reflects the light makes it very interesting just on its own. Right? All right, 60 seconds on all those. So, like, let's get to the art, right, guys? Let's do it. All right, so the one that I put up today, I'm going to show you because it's super simple and it's right here. So I used an aqua because I wanted it to be a little bit of like a turquoise color. And the one that I used was by Muse 29, just because it was right behind me. I took the white. And this is all I did. And you'll see it in the reel, but you can see it real time. Like this is how simple using these gels are. So I put some here up in the corner. I'm just moving my brush around a little bit. And I put some down here. All right. And then I let it do its thing. Let it separate and give those little divots, etc. That's basically it. So if you want to move it around a little bit more, and if you feel more comfortable, you can even use like a application brush if you want. Okay, if you're not doing the whole nail and you just want to do a little area, go ahead and use an application brush. You can even take, because it is a gel, isopropyl alcohol, and you can dab some areas away if you want to, make it softer in some areas if you want. But you certainly don't have to. The gel really does all the work for you. Okay, so let's cure this. I might have to remove some of those examples because it's kind of making it like the camera doesn't know where to focus right this second. Hold on 1 second. Let me cure this. All right. So another really cool thing about these, they're no wipe. Okay, or they seem to be to me. So all I did with this one, as soon as that cures, is I hit it with a little gold chrome and put their gorgeous top coat on it. If you guys don't have the new base, clear, and top from this brand, and you do go on and get some of the moon gels, I would highly suggest it. It is amazing. And look at this brush. They're really, really good, you guys. So I've been grabbing them quite often, and they are really working out beautifully. We're going to use that. As soon as we hit it with a little chrome. And that's all that nail is. That's it. So really, really simple, really, really fast art that really has an impact. Let me see if I can just pull this up and show you like that. So simple. And we like things that look really tricky, right? But are not. That's the key, right? Something that looks really complex, but it's not. So this gel does all that work for us. So I think I'm pretty sure I have gold just sitting out here because I always use gold chrome. But look, just a hit of it. I'm not trying to cover anything in particular, just softening up some areas with some gold. All right, and here's what happens when you put it on this texture, it grabs different areas, right? And hi, Jenny. Yeah, Nailbayo, their products are amazing. So it gives more dimension to that little bubbled area just by hitting it with a little tiny touch of chrome. But let's use that top. I mean, this is in there. There's nothing that we need to wipe off. I didn't even dip that into a chrome. I just knew I had an applicator that had gold chrome on it because I use it so often. But look. Do you see? Like, is that showing you guys? Hold on. Let me move these. Ah, better. I know sometimes I have too much out and the camera doesn't know where to focus. But this is a gorgeous top coat. If you laid it thick and you need to even out the nail, I'll show you well, maybe I won't, but use their clear. It's an amazing, like, viscosity, and that'll even everything out for you. But this is not as thick as it appears. It's the texture that makes it look like it's thicker than it is. But do you see when you turn it, you can see all kinds of dimension in that gel. One from the pearl, two from what it does. And then it is stunning, you guys. Like, this is a very angelic looking nail with no effort whatsoever. Put a cherub on there. All right, let's do it again. Let's do an entire nail in pink. And then let's do a base. All right, so let's put it on the whole nail so you can really see. It is stunning, right? So easily stunning. So this is the mid pink. This is number 3. Or no, yes, I think so. Hold on. Yeah, no, 4. Oh, because I moved 1. Sorry. I got to keep them in order or I'll get the numbers wrong. But it is on the front. So look. You could just do a swipe of this on a nail and be like, oh, that looks great. Okay? And you know when you're using their syrups and all that kind of stuff, you do lay syrups, especially in this brand, a little bit heavier. We'll use some of their syrups too. But swirl it around however you like. Right? You got the pearl, you got the separation. It's just so cool on its own, right? Look, and that's very even. It's just deceiving. It's because of the pearlescence and what it's doing that makes it look like it might be lumpy bumpy. It's really not. All right, so let's cure that. And let's go in with just like the white tip one too. I'll show you a couple things there. All right, so let's say you have a nice nude base, because I want to show you their multi-white and their thick gel too. They're really good for chrome detail. So we're going to go in with number 1. And this does not have to be perfect, guys, okay? Just, it doesn't have to be a perfect cat eye. Anything Nailbayo is an absolute worth it no-brainer. Yep, absolutely gorgeous. They are so sophisticated and beautiful. They really are. They're definitely a fan favorite, and it's for a reason. They are beautiful products, and I'm so impressed with these. Like, look at that. It's almost like instant lace, moon, whatever. I mean, they're gorgeous. Okay, 1 coat. That's all you need. All right, so let's cure this one. See how fast this is going today? That's because they're so easy, you guys. I love easy yet complicated looks. I just think they're the best. All right, so let's get that one. Let's get this pink one. All right, let's use their clear real quick. I want to show you that too, because like Jenny said, the brushes on these are like, they're incredible. They're so good. Where are they? Hold on, here it is. All right, yeah, let me show you the base too. Okay, this is the base. It's going to be a flop. You were wrong. Yes, you were wrong. They're awesome. All right, so this is the base. Look at the brush on the base, you guys. Talk about control. It's so good. Okay, really good. I honestly, I didn't even check to see if it's in stock, so don't be mad at me if it's not. Just hit that notify button because they are really good. Here's the clear. Not that this needs it. Let's hit it with some more like chrome in certain areas, just for the heck of it. Just in areas, because we're going to do some flowers on this one. All right, just why not? We're all having a chrome moment. This does not feel like super. Maybe they're not no wipe. I don't know, but it still adheres to that chrome a little bit, and that's what we're going to do. I used it that way. Who knows? You know how to fix I'm not doing detailed chrome work with these. What I'd use for detailed chrome work is their pots, okay? And we're going to play with those. But let's put this clear on really quick. And we're going to cure that. And for this little baby, we'll get into those pots. And we're going to put on a matte top coat. I did notice, by the way, everyone who was waiting, May Mode is back in stock. It's an excellent matte top coat. Yes, see, fan favorites. They are so pretty. Like, we're not even usually live with them because they sell out as soon as they go up on the site because they're so loved, right? But these are funky and fun and definitely lend themselves to easy nail art. So that's why we decided to pop on and show you guys just a few ideas. I'm sure you'll come up with your own gorgeous ideas. And definitely tag Sweetie Nail Supply when you do so they can see all your gorgeous creativity. They love that. They are somehow perfect, right? Just something about it. And these colors still lend themselves to that, to the brand, right? They're just magically beautiful. Or they lay perfectly. Yes, they do. Hold on, let's put this in. We got to put that mat on there. All right, so did you guys get these? Okay, so you saw that they had the thick gel and they also have a multi-white and now they have a multi-black. I'm using white because I'm using light colors with these nice, beautiful, romantic colors. It does develop almost a lace look, Jenny. It's not, look. What? They're just instantly cool. So to do any work like this, okay, and that's the leaves and also that top part, or this, or some of this, or some of this, or some of this. I'm using their little pots because they're amazing for tiny chrome details. I'm loving them and grabbing them a lot. Okay, so here is the thick gel. All right, so you can see it's kind of stiff and it is definitely thicker. So we'll use both of these on that little white nail once it comes out of here and we wiped off the inhibition layer. So when you're playing with these mats that do not, that are basically built for chrome detail, you do need to wipe off that inhibition layer, okay? We want that to be nice and we don't want any tack, right? Because we don't want the chrome to stick anywhere but where we put these gels. So when you're using the thick gel, you do need like a little bit of a thicker brush, right? You're not going to do those little tiny leaves with the thick gel because it has a little bit more of a mind of its own because it doesn't really settle, that kind of thing. And, you know, it's got peaks and stuff. So you want to use a little bit thicker brush for that. If you use one with two hairs, you're going to get frustrated because it just doesn't pick up enough of this thick gel. I'll show you what I mean. So you see this? Like it has like peaks. Do you see that little peak right there? So all we're going to do is kind of plop this very, very like non-specifically around this top part. Like it doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to be a thicker band of gold, right? So you do want to look at it and make sure you don't have any, see that peak right there? I don't really want that there. So I'm going to put my head around my phone. All right, but they're really good. And I love that it's a little tinted white, and the reason why is I can see what I'm doing. I know it's a little hard on camera, but just the slightest tint does give you a much better idea of where you're going with that gel, and that is much appreciated. Sometimes the sheers are the clear ones are kind of hard to see. All right, so let's do a 30-second on that. And then we're going to do fine, fine, fine little baby leaves. And for something that you want to do fine, fine, fine work, you're going to use like the multi-white or the multi-black. Either one, they're perfect. And that's when you can grab your baby liner. I'm going to use Sweetie Nail Supplies liner number 2. I love this little liner. It has enough hairs, but it's also super fine. Yeah, it really is. It's super good. All right, so back to that gold that I had on that. I'm trying not to make too much of a mess of the table. If you're lucky enough to have some of their chromes, they're beautiful, just like their gels, so check that out. And we have a new product up on Sweetie Nail Supply. The Career chromes are like crazy beautiful. So those also are an option. Okay, so you see how this is a thicker gel. It's really, really pretty and gives a nice band. Really nice. All right, and then because we use that May Mode matte, it's not sticking to any place but where we added that gel, okay? There are so many options for that now, but it's incredible if you love doing chrome work. It makes me really happy. So let's look at this one now. All right. And this is where I use my teeny tiny liner. Teeny. All right. And just get some gel on there. You can wipe it on the side. Like, you don't need to stir this up. You don't need to really prep your nail. All right. I'm hoping I'm on camera. I'm looking around the side of my phone. I'm sorry, guys. All right, so we're going to do tiny. Hold on, I need this on the right. Teeny tiny. Really hardly touching the nail at all. Actually, I'm gonna close in that one area just to show you. You see where I did part of the leaf is like full, part of it's not. All right, and when you're doing leaves like this, by the way, helpful tip, do not put them right by the stem. Put them out a little bit. It looks more organic. All right, and then you can drag it into that stem. Instead of putting them like here. That looks like, looks okay, but I would suggest putting them out just a little bit further and then dragging into that stem, okay? It just looks more, it has more flow. All right, so you guys get the point, okay? 3 tiny little leaves. Let me cure it. We're ready for that, baby. Okay. If you wanted to embellish this one, okay, I would suggest you can use this white for lots of different things. Let me find my Sweetie Nail Supply. I want my the check brush. I'm going to use this white again, but I'm going to use it differently this time. I am going to remove a bunch of it on the palette. So it is on my brush, but I'm going to just do some petals, like soft petals, okay? Like I want it to be kind of like that. When I do flowers, I usually do 5, at least 5 little areas. The reason I want it to be a little bit less dense is I want to go in with the liner again over top of it and raise it up a little bit after. Okay. So very easily you can use this. We're not chroming anything. We're just putting some flowers on here. All right. You can use this in multiple ways. Love it. I'm really grabbing these pots a lot. And I really love chrome details, so take that as for whatever it's worth. All right, so we're gonna cure this. This is basically the same as that other one that I have on here, right here. But instead of white on white, which you could do for bridal season, I did it on a pink this time, okay? So there is a flower petal under there, but let's use this liner. Once everything, like we can put a top coat on here. Let's use that liner to raise up the edges. So you can use it for that 3D effect too, okay? And our base is absolutely beautiful thanks to these gels. Like, let's do this real quick. Let's use number 5 and let's just make that little heart. So I'm going to put some on a palette. Let's use a dotting tool and just do our heart. All right, so we're just rubbing this around, making our heart. We can make it better after we get some on the nail. All right. And then I think I need a little bit more. Maybe not. But all I did for the heart was did it with a dotting tool and then just put a little 3D no wipe on top. By the way, if you need a great white, you know I love these. VC66 is the Valo Solid 100 white. It's excellent. Okay. Let me wipe off a brush, guys, so we can connect this. Because I've got them all with things on them right now. Eek. All right. Let's just pick up some more and let it do its little pearly, moony thing. Which it will do. It just gives instant dimension, right? So it'll make your heart a little bit more interesting. I know Valentine's Day is super soon now. Next Friday, right? So it's pearl. It's got a little bit of divots going on in there. You got instant art. All right. I feel like this needs to come in a little bit more. But like, you guys don't need to watch me waste your time with that. But you get it, right? You could do this with any of them. All right. Back to our little moon flowers. Do you see how complicated that base looks right now? And it really, really doesn't even have to. Oh, okay, back to these two. All right. Let's go. I probably over-cured that because I forgot it was in there. Guys, why didn't you remind me? But look. So you see the difference. Chunkier, really more specific, okay? That's it. They're great. Love them. Wipe off any excess. All right, because, and you know what? We already did a matte. So if you wanted to, you could also just take the clear top and just make this area, like, not that, that's base. I don't want that. Hold on. Let's put a clear on top of the top chrome and then just do a no wipe top on top of the whole thing on the bottom. make that part shiny. Keep the rest light, right? So let's do a clear because of the chrome. I'm going to protect it. Nope, nope. And then we'll go over with the no wipe top. You get it. You can use a liner. You could do whatever you want. But since we're doing that whole bottom part, let's just do it that way to save time. All right. And let's do this. We're going to do the top on top of this whole thing. All right. Here's their top. These brushes, they're so good. I don't know. If you're running out of top coat and you wanted to try a new one, that I would suggest you do give this one a try. Very, very, very good. Self-leveling beauty. But the brushes and that base too, give it a try. You'll love it. All right, see, perfect. It's perfect. So that's what we want because we're going to do a little bit of 3D work on that just with that little multi-white. All right, and we're going to put top coat on this now just because I'll forget and it'll be sticky if I don't. So let's do that. All right. You guys get it, right? They're really pretty. They are so good. The brushes are so good. They're awesome. All right. This one, I would just put a little blob of a thicker 3D no wipe on top, just to raise it up a little bit. So you could use your Jim B Crazy Top Thick, whatever yours is your favorite to, do that. And I'll tell you what, these gels, like, it's kind of like when you have textured nails, when you put like a 3D over top, it does give like that moony effect even more. See what I mean? Like it shows the pearl a little bit more, etc. Hold on, I need a little more. I'm very stingy with my 3D top. I don't know why. I don't mean to be. But you get the picture. All right. So now we have one that's sweet. You can build it up even more. All right. But a quick little moon heart. All right. This one's done. This little baby. Okay. Let's go back to our liner. So this is the Sweetie liner number 2. And let's give this just some little tiny bit of 3D going on here. I put stones in the center. You don't have to do that. You can just put white dots. You could do whatever you want. But by laying this, like by almost not touching the nail, you see it gives a little tiny bit of a raised 3D. And it is no wipe, so you're good to go. The 3D clear that I was using was Jim B Crazy Top Thick. This right now is the multi-white, this right here, okay? And guys, when you're doing these types of petals, yes, I'm kind of following where I did them, but it doesn't matter. Keep it sketchy, just bring it in, all right? It doesn't have to be a masterpiece or stressful. Promise you when someone looks at the nail, they'll be like, oh, look, flowers. Because that's what it is. Flowers are weird anyway, right? I dare you to find a perfect flower. They are not perfect. So just remember that when you're doing this kind of thing. All right. I did Jim B. I'll show you the top again in a minute. But you use whatever 3D you're comfortable with. And if you don't have thick, you could use, there's a lot you could use. You could use the double CC, like from Blanc de Bleu. You know, like there's all kinds of options, whatever you want. I do think Jim B Crazy Top Thick is probably a very popular one because it can be used for lots of different things. Although all of them can, so use your favorite. All right. And this could be completely finished. All right, we already put top coat on there. Yes, this one I just used Jim B Crazy Top Thick. The big pot. And that's what I used for, sorry, I had my brush in my mouth. This one. Right? And like basically, guys, that is it. You can also mix the colors. Let's just do that really quick and then we'll call it a day. So I put on, this is the rose quartz, okay? And let's do a little bit of this. This is number 2. Remember, it's the ivory-ish one. Let's just put that here. And let's do another one over here. Let's do like the other pink. Why not? All right. Let's do a little bit of maybe this one, champagne-y. This is that champagne-ish pink. All right, so we have a couple of these on here now. If you touched one of the other ones, wipe your brush before you put it back in your thing, in your bottle. If you want to, you can mush these up a little bit, okay? And meaning like dab at some areas. You don't have to, but you could. But you see, now we have some of that really sheer rose quartz. We have 3 of these colors on here. You know me, I can't leave the well enough alone. Let me dab at it a little bit. All right, so like maybe here I want to remove some. I'm just taking a little bit off with a brush. Nothing special, guys. Who would want to guess what I'd hit this with after it cures? Just a random guess. What do you think I'd do? Any guesses? These are really, really, really pretty, you guys. I really love them, and I think you guys will too. I have to clean up some of these brushes real quick. It's got a lot going on. If anybody guessed, yep, you got it, Tammy. I would hit it with a really quick hit of an ink. I would. Just a nice, light little veil white. And I know that they had some inks too. So if you have one of those, think about it. Think about it if you're doing like rose quartz, etc. That would lend itself beautifully. Or chrome. Yep, that's another good guess. Let's do it really quick. I want veil white because it's really, 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 really light. And that's what I have. I don't have their white ink. I know it's great. I just don't have it. Okay. So let's wipe it really quick. Even though, I don't know, they don't feel that sticky to me. All right. Or chrome, right? Shake, shake, shake. Thanks for hopping on with me today, you guys. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. After this little baby, I think we'll call it a day, and I'll let you guys get to shopping. I want like the lightest white, like super sheer. All right. I feel like when we put top coat on this, we're really going to love it. what chrome. You can use any chrome that you want. If you are lucky enough to have some of their chromes, they have some beautiful chromes. This is a new gold that I'm really, 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 really loving. Okay. This is Creer and it's number 09. Okay. And man, the bubble ones that I have to tease you guys with, you're going to love them. So keep an eye on my stories for that. But those are like, I have a swatch here. Like gorgeous, like crazy beautiful. Okay, let's put top on here. Top. Tippity top. They definitely require that top coat. Just because it just brings out that pearl. I didn't even manipulate that white. I just put some dabs of it on there just for interest. Like right there. So, look at that though. So 3 different colors on this one. And I kind of, sort of love it. Really pretty. All right, guys. Thank you again. If you have any questions, okay, we're going to save this. I'm going to save it to my page, Inspo by Nails and Sweetie Nail Supply. So if you have a question and you write it on this saved live, one of us will see it and get back to you. If you have any questions for me, again, I'm Lauren. Feel free to always ask questions. I am happy to help you navigate Sweetie Nail Supply products or anything that we just showed. Or if you're having any trouble, just go ahead and give me a DM. Yeah. And have a great weekend, you guys. Thanks again for popping on. Here's this one. Hold on. There we go. All right. And yeah, we will talk to you soon. Maybe see you next week. Have a good one, you guys. Bye.